morning, everybody. Taryn Reeves, the CEO and founder of Four Eagles Publishing and the Publishing House Concierge. And today I'm joined by the beautiful Nancy McKay, all the way from Colorado, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
Welcome. So lovely to have you. Now, Nancy is one of the authors inside of Phoenix Rising, a multi-author book project that we have going on at the moment. Nancy is a recovery and resilience expert, a certified life and equus coach who helps women find their voice and build their courage. Her mantra that created her new career was, "I didn't get sober and survive cancer to be miserable." Nancy founded Amazing Outlook Coaching in 2018 at the age of 61. She works with women virtually and with the help of horses to help them uncover the limiting beliefs that are keeping them stuck in the muck. As a result, they create a life filled with joy, purpose, and freedom by finding the gifts in adversity. Welcome, Nancy. What a wonderful journey you've been on, and I can't wait to hear more.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
It's a joy to have you. Now, tell me all about your amazing journey thus far. Just a little snippet, because I know that you've shared a lot of this inside Phoenix Rising, but starting a business at the age of 61, working with horses. Tell me all about that.
Well, what started me with the horses was when I was still in my corporate job. I was at a conference in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And so I was looking for things to do while I was there. And one of the things that I decided to do was do an equus session with a coach down there. And it was the first time I'd done anything like that. And I was really excited because I'd heard, a little bit about it, but it was a mystery to me. And so I did this, and it was just magnificent. I mean, this horse that I worked with, she looked right into my eyes, and I could feel her in my soul. I mean, it was just like she knew me. It was magic. It was just unbelievable. And so the next couple of years, I went to a women's retreat in Tucson, Arizona, and that really got me going. And then the following weekend, I was doing a meet and greet with my life coaching program in California, and there was an opportunity to do an equus coaching session there. And so I did that. And so by the time that weekend was done, it was like, oh, I have got to learn how to do this, because it's sheer magic. It just, it spoke to me so much, and it made such a difference in me that I thought, God, if I could help somebody else feel this transformation and feel the magic of this, then I'll be a very, very happy girl. And that's been true for me. I mean, every time I get to work with a client with a horse, it's magic.
And were you always around horses, like growing up throughout your life? This is
completely new. Right. I went on trail rides occasionally, and you think that since I'm from Colorado, I was on horseback all the time, and that's just not the case, right? So, no, so this, like I say, this first situation in Santa Fe, which was in 2017, I think, 2017. That was really my first exposure into really communicating with a horse and getting feedback from a horse and not being terrified, right? And so it's the thing that's so cool about horses is they feel your energy. And so when you get honest, the human body relaxes. When someone lands on something that feels true to them, then they relax. And the horse picks up that energy. And so the horse then wants to join up with you because you're congruent with your energy. And so then the horse starts interacting with you because they trust you. Now, if they don't feel that way, they really don't want to have much to do with you. They'll be on the other side of the round pen because they don't trust you, because you're not trusting yourself, basically. So if that happens, then I know I need to talk to the client about, so what's going on here? You're saying one thing and your energy is telling the horse something different.
Yeah, I remember I had a horse. I've always grown up around horses. My dad used to be a jockey, and my grandparents raised horses in Ireland and things like that. But so I've always had horses up until I had my daughter, because I couldn't do both, unfortunately. But I had a lot of anxiety just before I had my daughter. I was diagnosed with chronic anxiety, and I couldn't understand why my horse all of a sudden was trying to, unseat me, buck me off, didn't want to be around me, all of these sorts of things. And the more he acted like that, the more anxious I got and the worse everything got. And I was just like, oh my God, something's wrong. And I really lost my confidence. But looking back on it now, I can totally see what was happening when I was in it. Obviously, I had no idea. I was like, oh my God, he's just too old to ride. I've lost my confidence. And so I stopped riding, but it was very much due to that anxiety and that energy space that I was residing in, that he was reacting to. And it is so true. And humans and horses have had such a beautiful relationship since, we've both been on this earth. They're such beautiful, intelligent animals. Do you find that a lot of your clients, when they come to you, are quite scared of horses? Because I know people can find them quite terrifying because they're large animals and have a mind of their own.
Right. They are large animals. And I always do a safety demonstration so that they will know where to stand, where not to stand, so on and so forth. And, but, and if they're really afraid, well, I think if someone is really terrified of horses, they're not probably going to, purchase a session with me. But if they are, then I can be in the round pen with them and guide them so that they feel more comfortable. And then when they feel comfortable, then I step out. But it's just, what happens is once they relax and get grounded and breathe, then they really, truly, their energy level, it's not that their energy drops, but it becomes calmer. And so then the horse responds to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for those people who, because I know you work virtually as well, for those women who want to work with you, but obviously aren't in Colorado, what techniques and kind of resources do you use? Because that makes the horse out of the question, obviously.
Right. And if they're really interested in what they could do with horses, then there's always videos that I can show them, and we can talk about what do you see the horse doing, how does that represent whatever's going on in your life, or that sort of thing. But most of the time with my virtual clients, we're just talking and we don't worry about the horses at all.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have a range of modalities under your belt that you use, or is it just life experience?
No, I have a lot of training. I have I'm certified with the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. So I'm a mind body eating coach. And then I'm a Wayfinder life coach through Martha Beck. And then my equus coach is through Coel Simpson, the Coel Institute for Equus Coaching.
Amazing.
So I use all of those together. And on top of my life experience through recovery and suicide attempt and all kinds of fun. Cancer.
Absolutely.
Now
tell me, how was writing inside of Phoenix Rising for you, writing that story of your journey through your recovery and divorce and things like that?
Well, it was empowering. It's and when you're writing about difficult topics, which I do, it can it kind of makes you sit back a little bit and revisit not only the experiences that you went through, but also for me, it was empowering because I see how far I've come since all of those things happened. And so that's why it was empowering for me. And it's, it can be a little difficult to bring all that up, but I've worked through everything, so it's not tender anymore. It's just part of my story, and yes. I talk about my story a lot, and so it really is pretty second nature for me to just start writing about it as well.
Yeah. And why did you choose to write with my company or under the banner of Phoenix Rising, the title of Phoenix Rising for this? Was there a particular pull for you?
Well, I love the women rising from the ashes. It just, that's very empowering. And so, I'm a diehard feminist. And so anytime I can do something to raise women up and to empower them, then by God, that's what I'm going to do. And so this just seemed like a fabulous opportunity to do that. And with you're in Australia, I'm in the United States, and to have something that will go global is just, it is really, really cool. And I'm just so excited about it.
Yeah, it's really amazing. We've got women from, like you said, America, Australia, New Zealand, Puerto Rico. It's just such a joy to be able to kind of reach out across the sea and
so cool.
Women. It's just so empowering.
Yeah.
Right. What would you say to somebody considering writing inside a multi-author book project or writing their solo book? What would you say to them?
Oh God, do it. Do it. This is the second project I've been involved in, a multi-author project. And I just think it's so, it's a really great way to start writing, if you're, because writing a book sounds very daunting. It's daunting to me. I haven't done that yet, but writing a chapter is very doable. And so it's, and it's really, I had no idea that I was a good writer until the first project came up, and somebody looked at something a blog that I wrote and said, you're a good writer. And I thought, really? I had no idea. So this is a really great creative outlet for me. And it's a really good way to share my story to a broader audience. So I'm very excited.
Amazing. Now, you have just said yes to co-authoring in our next multi-author book project, Corporate Dropouts. Congratulations. I'm so excited to have you. For those of you who are listening, I would love for you to consider joining Nancy, myself, and a range of other amazing men and women for this project inside our next multi-author project. It is called Corporate Dropouts, from Employee to Entrepreneur. Meet the entrepreneurs who took the leap and soared. So if you are an entrepreneur who used to work in corporate and decided that for whatever reason, the 9-to-5 wasn't for you, the lifestyle wasn't for you, your boss was not a very nice person, whatever it was, and you decided to take that leap of courage and go out on your own and pursue your dreams and your passions, then this project is absolutely 100% for you. I encourage you to reach out to me or comment below, and I can send you some more information to see how you feel about that. But as Nancy said, just do it.
Just do it. Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, I can't wait to have you inside the Authors Inner Circle again, Nancy, through our next project. And I absolutely love the work that you do, incorporating horses and your life experience and just making the world a better place, impacting those women who need support. Thank you so much for the work that you do and for being here today.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It was really fun. Had a great chat.
Me too. If anyone's looking for Nancy, her contact details are in the comments, as well as amazingoutlookcoaching.com. Have a great day, Nancy. We'll be talking to you again.
Thank you so much.